It's finally spring in the Northern Hemisphere, and I'm finally thinking about growing things in my garden. If you don't watch my chicken and garden update on Transport Evolved Take 2, go and have a look, especially if you are of the green thumb variety of person. Anyway, at this time of year, if you own an EV and you've been driving it for a number of years, you may be considering taking off your winter tyres. You do have winter tyres, right? And replacing them with summer tyres. And as we've covered plenty on this channel before, winter tyres are a great idea for EVs. Not only do they help you put large amounts of torque down to the road that EVs can produce, which traditionally can lead to lots of slipping and sliding if you don't have good gripping winter tyres, but they can also ensure that you have better range, increased performance, and stay on the road a little bit more. Although, as I discovered earlier this year when I hit sheet ice in my Ford F-150 Lightning, there's very little that can compete against sheet ice. But earlier this year, Nokian, that's the company that makes my preferred brand of both summer tyres, the N-Tyre 2.0s, and winter tyres, the Hakkapeliitta series of non-studded winter tyres, announced what it thinks is, quote, the Remedy. The Remedy is a new brand of tyre that's been developed by Nokian for people just like me. People who drive EVs, people who live in areas where there might be snow in the winter, but you won't get a whole lot of it. And people who need grip when the weather is bad, but honestly would just rather have one set of tyres on their vehicle at all times. So today, I'm going to introduce you to our newest long-term review tyres, Nokian Remedy WRG5 SUVs. These are the Nokian Remedy WRG5 tyres. I'm just about to get them put on my wife's Chevrolet Bolt at our local discount tyre. And yes, while these tyres were provided to us free of charge for testing, I will be paying normal retail price to have these puppies put on and balanced on my wife's car. My wife's car has currently got a set of Nokian Hakkapeliitta R4s on it, which has been our preferred winter tyre to this point. And here in the state of Oregon, once April rolls around, if you have studded winter tyres, you have to have them taken off and put non-studded summer tyres on. You then have to wait until November before you can put your studded winter tyres back. But to be honest, studded winter tyres are only really useful if you live somewhere where the ground is covered with snow for a sizable amount of time throughout the winter. I'm not talking about situations where you might get a heavy snowfall and then the road is ploughed and is clear a few days later. I'm talking about situations where you get snowfall after snowfall after snowfall and you don't see the tarmac or the blacktop for months at a time. In those situations, studded tyres are probably still your best bet. In other markets, where you might get fresh snow fairly regularly and minimal ice, something like the Nokian Hakkapeliitta R4s that we've had on my wife's Bolt are great. They are designed specifically to give good grip in the snow thanks to siping on the tyre that grabs a small layer of snow and ensures that you have great grip. These are different though. They combine some of the technology found in studless winter tyres like the Nokian Hakkapeliittas, and they also throw in enough smarts to enable these tyres to be used in the summer. This makes them an all-weather rather than an all-season tyre. What's the difference? Well, all-season tyres are designed to be driven all year round, regardless of the conditions. But if you hit a patch of snow on a mountain pass where there's a sign that says you need to have winter tyres or snow chains, you need to stop and chain up. And the problem with that on a lot of EVs is that snow chains are not supported by most EV manufacturers. If you put snow chains on, say, a Chevrolet Bolt EV and then they come off and they damage your car or the battery pack, your warranty won't be covered. So it's always worth looking in the owner's manual before you buy winter tyres to figure out if you want to use chains, if you're actually going to be able to use them. The benefit of something like the Nokian Remedy WRG5 is that these are snowflake rated. There is a marking on the sidewall just here. It's the 3 peaks mountain symbol, and it says that these have enough grip and have been tested to provide enough grip by the various agencies that govern tyres to say that these can safely be used on mountain passes where there is a sign that says traction tyres or snow chains. These effectively classify as traction tyres. The problem is, though, with separate winter tyres, you also have to have somewhere to store your summer tyres and your winter tyres, whereas these can stay on all year round, which is why we're testing them. You might be wondering how Nokian has made a tyre that is snowflake rated that you can use in the summer without causing excess wear, and you can still use in the winter to have great grip. And you would be right. On paper, that sounds a bit weird. And that's because winter tyres traditionally have been made with a pretty soft compound. They have lots of siping in the actual tyre tread. This allows those tyres to grab fresh snowpack and improve traction. However, that softer compound can be absolutely destroyed when the temperature warms up, because that softer compound wears more quickly when the temperatures are higher, and that can destroy your winter tyre. It's one reason why you really shouldn't be driving all year round on winter tyres, because you'd be going through your tyres really quickly. Conversely, summer tyres are made with a harder compound, and they're designed to be less flexible. They tend to provide a different support for the sidewall, and they also tend to work better when it comes to expelling water. They've got special tread patterns that are designed to push water out of the tyres, ensuring that you have good grip. What's different about a tyre like this is that it's kind of a mix of both. If you take a winter tyre like the Nokian Hakkapeliitta R3 or R4 that I've used on my cars in the past, you'll see this kind of siping pattern across the whole of the tyre, as well as these quite narrow channels. That's because that provides the best winter grip. It allows the tyre to grab that snow, but also allows for a little bit of water movement when required. And if you've driven on R3s or R4s, you'll know that they're not great when it comes to dealing with large amounts of surface water. Meanwhile, if you look at this side of the tyre, you'll see that we've got these 2 very deep, very wide channels that are designed specifically to expel large amounts of water from the surface of the tyre and to ensure that you have great grip. It helps avoid aquaplaning, and this is what you're going to find on most modern summer tyres, or in fact most modern all-season tyres, just without all of this on the other side. And that's why this tyre is designed the way it is. It offers grip in the summer and water dispelling, while also offering winter grip without having a compound that is so soft that it just wears the tyre away. Now, Nokian has a whole load of mumbo jumbo in its advertising material and its press releases talking about the different compounds that this tyre is made up of. But I know that Kyle from Outer Spec Studios has driven with these and he's been very impressed. So hopefully my experience is very similar. Obviously, winter is pretty much a distant memory. Mount Hood is still getting a sizable amount of snow every now and then. But say for us going up to the ski resort to test these in winter weather, our test program is going to be slightly different. We're going to start by having these put on today. We're going to be driving them through April showers. You've been getting a lot of rain of late. We'll be testing how these tyres perform in wet weather, what the braking is like, what the noise levels are like, and what the handling is like. And then hopefully throughout the summer, we'll continue that testing. And by the time we roll around to autumn and winter, we'll finally have some snow and we can put these through their paces. I cannot wait to test these, and I'd love to know if you want us to do more in the way of tyre testing in the future on the channel. So let me know in the comments below. Thanks for joining me today. And if you've got thoughts, make sure you leave them below in our Discord chat room, or you can reach out to us on Mastodon. Thanks to the amazing list of people scrolling by on your screen right now. They are some of the more than 1,500 people who help fund this channel through Patreon and YouTube, covering our bills, paying our team, and making sure we can be 100% independent. If you'd like to join them and see your name listed here, just follow the links below. There are a range of different tiers you can sign up for, from as little as $1 a month, or if you pay yearly, $10.08 a year. A huge welcome to our newest supporters, Doug Hofler, Randy Bayer, and John Furtworth. To join the list and get your shout out, become a paid Patreon member for your week of fame. If you'd like to support us with a one-off donation, you'll find links below to make Ko-fi and Bitcoin donations, and we even have an old-fashioned PO box you can reach us at, address also below. And if you're in need of some swag, you'll find our swag store in the down below. This month we are celebrating the start of spring with an amazing t-shirt design by our in-house artist and animator Erin. It's all about growing your own EV charging with solar power. Get yours today by heading to our Redbubble store. We've got some great content coming right up, so make sure you're subscribed on PeerTube or YouTube, and we'll see you very soon. We make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want more, the mighty algorithm thinks you'll like this video, but we also think that this one is well worth a look. See you soon, and as always, keep evolving.